Each cruise missile is armed with a powerful W-80 nuclear warhead. It can guide itself a distance of more than 1,500 miles and deliver its warload with great precision on a chosen target. In the Gulf War, B-52s once again saw action, proving that this aircraft is truly the grand old warhorse of the skies.
Been around for 30 years. I've heard that there's even been 3 generations in a family of B-52 pilots. So that's pretty neat. You know, if you want to do what your dad did, there's the one airplane you can still do it in.
The Rockwell B-1B has 4 engines, half as many as a B-52, but they are twice as powerful. Aerodynamically, the B-1B differs dramatically from its older predecessor. For takeoffs and landings, its pivoted swing wings can be extended to full span. During supersonic flight, they are folded back for maximum efficiency. Low supersonic speed is used for the long haul toward the target, while high subsonic speed can be used for the final low-level dash to the weapon's release point. Unlike the B-52, the new bomber, which is manned by a pilot, co-pilot, and 2 systems operators, was specially designed to attack at low level. This is achieved using advanced navigation aids to deliver free-fall bombs with greater accuracy. It was especially designed to be difficult to detect on enemy radars, and its apparent size, as seen by radar, is only 1/100th that of the B-52. It is, however, not a true stealth aircraft, and the more advanced bomber has been developed by Northrop for service in the 1990s. For the moment, the 97 B-1Bs, which entered SAC service in 1985, form by far the most formidable long-range bomber force outside the Soviet Union. Today, America's air power is also looking towards space. NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defenses Command, is a binational organization operated by U.S. and Canadian forces. For many years, this secure headquarters inside Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado has been the NORAD Combat Operations Center. Cheyenne Mountain keeps track of hundreds of satellites orbiting the Earth, including many of Soviet military origin, and a total of 5,800 objects drifting in space. Since 1982, the U.S. Air Force has assigned all space operations to Space Command, whose responsibilities are not merely global, but now extend far from Earth. Space Command operates 23 worldwide space surveillance units. 3 of the largest, located in Alaska, Greenland, and England, comprise the Ballistic Missile Early Warning System. These BMUS stations monitor outer space to watch for ballistic attacks on North America and the United Kingdom. If they sounded the alarm, 1,000 nuclear missiles could be launched in retaliation. In fact, America's strategic missiles are designed to ride out an attack and remain launchable long after an initial nuclear exchange has taken place. Geographically, the biggest U.S. Air Force command is PACAF, the Pacific Air Forces. They cover a third of the world, from Hawaii to Asia. Typical of PACAF's operations is that at Kunsan Air Base in South Korea, where McDonnell F-4D Phantom II fighters are loading 20mm gun pods and GBU-10 laser-guided smart bombs. They also carry electronic countermeasure pods to defeat hostile radars. These famed fighters have recently been replaced by the F-15 Eagle and the F-16 Fighting Falcon. The Fairchild A-10A Thunderbolt II is a strange-looking bird, often called the warthog, but always treated with respect. Designed to kill tanks, it has the most powerful aircraft gun in the world. Its 1,350 rounds of armor-piercing 30mm ammo are fed into the magazine with a powered loader. The A-10 is also armed with 2.75-inch rockets, which are loaded into wing pods. Streamlined Mark 82 bombs are another option for strike missions. A single-seater, the A-10A has 2 turbofan engines at the rear and a thick bathtub of titanium armor around the cockpit. These A-10s belong to the Connecticut Air National Guard, but have been deployed to Hawaii for live fire exercises, vital training for their part-time pilots. More than any other fixed-wing airplanes, the A-10 stays low during combat. That is how to survive over the battlefield. Of all the aircraft in today's arsenal, the one most young pilots want to fly is the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon. These F-16s at Hill Air Force Base in Utah were some of the first in service. Fuel tanks, bombs, and 20mm ammo go aboard as the ground crews prepare the aircraft for training. Fighting Falcons from the 388th Tactical Fighter Wing take off for more tough training missions. Pilots are taught how to hit ground targets and how to dogfight. When the F-16 was first designed, many doubted it could do the job. It has the same power plant as its big brother, the F-15, but only 1 engine instead of 2. It was soon proven that this graceful machine could outfly and outfight almost everything. The F-16 was the first aircraft in service able to sustain a backbreaking 9G turn. In a dogfight, it has yet to meet its master. Its Westinghouse radar assists both navigation and bombing. For air combat, the Sidewinder heat-seeking missile is deadly accurate. Air-to-ground loads, such as cluster bombs, can weigh up to 6 tons, and still the F-16 is probably the most agile aircraft in the sky. The pilot reclines in a sloping seat that helps him withstand the G-forces of air-to-air combat. He has a transparent canopy all around, giving a perfect view. After his first flight, one pilot said that it was like riding on a jet-propelled telegraph pole. USAF, or U.S. Air Force Europe, stations U.S. aircraft on the eastern side of the Atlantic to support the American commitment to NATO. Its fighter assets in Europe include F-15s and F-16s.